Welcome to the Deep Dive. You know we love to look ahead, and today we're diving into the future of science and tech, looking all the way to 2030. You shared a Stanford University report with us by Jörg-Owe, and wow, I can't wait to unpack it.
It really is fascinating. It takes a look at 8 key sectors, like AI, biotech, renewable energy, quantum computing, robotics, space exploration, cybersecurity, and nanotechnology, all poised for explosive growth in the next few years.
Quite the lineup. Schneepat is predicting some massive changes. Just thinking about how much technology has changed even in the last few years makes me wonder, are we really prepared for this much disruption in such a short time frame?
Yeah, that's the big question, isn't it? Schneepat grapples with that throughout the report. He really tries to showcase both the incredible potential advancements and acknowledge those potential, like you said, disruptions. And he starts with AI, positing that it will really be a driving force in this transformation.
Okay, so let's jump into AI. Schneepat says it'll be everywhere. But what does an AI-driven world actually look like in his view?
Well, he suggests that it'll be woven into the very fabric of our daily lives. So imagine personalized medical treatments that are tailored to your unique genetic makeup, AI tutors that adapt to your learning style in real time, and personal AI assistants managing your day-to-day tasks seamlessly.
So it's like having a team of invisible experts constantly working to make your life better. That's pretty remarkable. But it also makes me think about the potential downsides, especially around data privacy. With AI collecting so much information about us, how do we make sure that it's not misused?
Right. That's one of the key ethical considerations that Schneepat highlights. As AI systems become more sophisticated, more interconnected, safeguarding our data privacy becomes increasingly crucial. He really stresses the need for robust regulations and ethical frameworks to govern the development and deployment of AI.
It's a tightrope walk, isn't it?
Yeah.
We want to embrace the potential benefits, but also ensuring that it's used responsibly and ethically. Speaking of those potential benefits, Schneepat suggests that AI could even help solve some of the world's most pressing problems. Like, what are some examples that he gives?
Well, he spends quite a bit of time on biotechnology. He envisions AI accelerating the development of crops that could actually combat world hunger.
Whoa, hold on. So solving world hunger with AI-powered agriculture. How would that even work?
He explains that AI can analyze massive data sets, genetic information, soil conditions, climate patterns, to identify the optimal crop varieties and farming techniques. It's all about that precision and data-driven decision-making, and that could dramatically boost agricultural productivity and sustainability.
It really is amazing how AI can be applied to such a wide range of challenges, from, personalizing our daily lives to addressing these huge global issues. Schneepat also mentions AI revolutionizing education. What's he envisioning in that sector?
He describes a world where AI tutors tailor educational experiences to each student's needs and learning styles. AI systems that can assess strengths, weaknesses, and preferred ways of learning, and then create a personalized curriculum that maximizes understanding and retention.
It's the end of the one-size-fits-all approach to education. That would be a game changer. No more struggling to keep up or feeling bored in class. So it sounds like Schneepat is painting a very optimistic picture of the future with AI. But does he address any potential downsides or concerns in this area?
Well, he's clearly excited about the potential, but he doesn't shy away from the potential risks. He emphasizes the importance of making sure that these AI systems are designed and deployed ethically and responsibly. One concern he raises is the potential for job displacement, as AI automates tasks previously performed by humans.
That's a valid concern. As AI becomes more sophisticated, it's natural to worry about the impact on the workforce. Does Schneepat offer any solutions or ways to mitigate that potential issue?
He suggests that rather than fearing AI, we should focus on adapting and preparing for the changing job market. He believes that AI will create new job opportunities in fields that we can't even imagine yet.
So it's not about humans versus AI, but rather a collaboration where both can contribute their unique strengths.
Precisely. And that brings us to another fascinating sector that Schneepat explores, biotechnology. He argues that biotech, powered by AI and other advancements, holds the key to addressing some of humanity's biggest challenges.
Biotechnology. Now, this is an area that always sparks my curiosity. What kind of biotech breakthroughs does Schneepat predict?
He envisions a future where diseases are eradicated, food security is ensured for all, and even the damage we've done to the environment is reversed.
Eradicating diseases. That sounds almost too good to be true. How does he see that happening?
He points to CRISPR technology as a prime example. It's a gene editing tool that allows scientists to precisely alter DNA sequences. He suggests that by 2030, CRISPR could be used to correct genetic defects that cause diseases like cystic fibrosis and muscular dystrophy, potentially leading to their eradication.
That's incredible. Imagine a world without those debilitating diseases. But does he talk about, the ethical considerations surrounding gene editing?
Oh, absolutely. He does acknowledge those complex ethical considerations and emphasizes the need for careful deliberation and responsible development of this powerful technology.
It's like opening Pandora's box. Incredible potential for good, but also the potential for unintended consequences. We'll definitely need to navigate this carefully. Aside from eradicating diseases, what other biotech advancements does Schneepat highlight?
He's particularly excited about the potential of biotech to solve world hunger. He believes that by 2030, we could be using biotech to develop crops that are more resistant to drought, pests, and diseases.
That makes a lot of sense. We're already seeing genetically modified crops in use today. It's not a huge leap to imagine even more advanced versions in the future. Does Schneepat mention any specific examples of crops that are being developed?
He discusses the development of crops that can thrive in harsher conditions, like drought-prone regions or areas with poor soil quality. He also mentions research into crops with enhanced nutritional content, which could help combat malnutrition in developing countries.
So not only increasing the quantity of food, but also the quality. That's fantastic. It sounds like he sees biotech as a key tool in addressing both hunger and malnutrition. And he doesn't stop there. He also talks about using biotech to heal the planet, right?
Yeah, he does. Schneepat believes that biotechnology could play a crucial role in combating climate change and cleaning up environmental damage. He discusses bioremediation techniques, which involve using microorganisms to break down pollutants and toxins.
So, like tiny little bacteria eating up oil spills or plastic waste.
Exactly. He also mentions the development of biofuels, renewable fuels derived from biological sources. Schneepat sees biofuels as a potential replacement for fossil fuels, helping us transition to a more sustainable energy future.
It sounds like Schneepat is envisioning a future where biotechnology is used not only to improve human health, but also to restore the health of our planet. It's a hopeful vision, but it also raises some questions. Does he address any potential downsides or risks associated with these biotech advancements?
While he's generally optimistic about the potential of biotech, he doesn't shy away from the potential risks. He emphasizes the need for careful regulation and oversight to ensure that these technologies are developed and used responsibly. One concern he raises is the potential for unintended consequences, especially when it comes to gene editing. Altering the genetic makeup of organisms, even with the best intentions, could have unforeseen effects on ecosystems and biodiversity.
It's a reminder that we need to proceed with caution and always consider the potential ripple effects of our actions. It's a delicate balance between harnessing the power of biotech for good while also being mindful of the potential risks. It sounds like Schneepat is advocating for a thoughtful and measured approach.
He is. And I think that's a key takeaway from his report. It's not about blindly embracing every new technology, but about carefully considering the potential benefits and risks and making informed decisions about how we want to shape the future.
Well said. Schneepat has certainly given us a lot to consider already, and we've only just begun to delve into his report. From personalized AI assistants to disease-eradicating gene editing and planet-healing biotechnologies, it's clear that the next decade will be a time of profound transformation. But we're just getting started. Buckle up as we continue our deep dive into the future of science and tech in Part 2.
I can't wait to see what else Schneepat has in store for us. We'll be venturing into the realms of quantum computing, robotics, space exploration, and more. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the deep dive. We've only just scratched the surface of Jörg-Owe Schneepat's predictions for the future.
Yeah, it really is mind-boggling to think about the world he envisions just a few years from now. We've talked about AI and biotech, but there's so much more ground to cover. What's next on our journey into the future?
Well, let's shift gears a bit and dive into the realm of quantum computing. It's a field that promises to revolutionize so many industries, but it also comes with its own set of challenges and ethical considerations.
Quantum computing honestly sounds kind of intimidating. Can you break it down for me? What is it and why should we care?
Sure. Schneepat describes quantum computing as harnessing these mind-bending principles of quantum mechanics to create like a completely new type of computational power. Think of it this way. Imagine a computer that can perform calculations in mere seconds. Calculations that would take even the most advanced supercomputers today thousands of years to solve.
Whoa. Okay, that's That's incredible. It's like comparing a horse-drawn carriage to a supersonic jet. So what are the real-world applications of that kind of power?
Well, the implications are pretty vast. Schneppat suggests quantum computers could accelerate drug discovery, leading to breakthroughs in treating diseases that currently, stump medical science. They could revolutionize material science, enabling the creation of entirely new materials with unprecedented properties.
Okay, so I'm starting to get it. But those sound like very specialized applications. How would quantum computing impact everyday life for the average person?
Well, Schneppat predicts that quantum computing will revolutionize fields like finance and logistics. Imagine financial transactions that are virtually unhackable, thanks to quantum encryption. Or picture global supply chains that are optimized with incredible precision, leading to reduced waste and increased efficiency.
So it sounds like quantum computing could reshape the very foundations of our digital world. But with such power comes potential risks, right?
Absolutely. Schneppat doesn't shy away from the potential downsides. One major concern is the potential for misuse. Imagine the disruptive power of quantum computing in the wrong hands. It could be used to break the encryption protecting sensitive data, cripple critical infrastructure, even develop new weapons technologies.
It's a sobering thought. It seems like the development of quantum computing raises the stakes in the cybersecurity game significantly. So what does Schneppat suggest we do to mitigate these risks?
Well, he emphasizes the need for proactive measures, such as developing quantum-resistant encryption algorithms and establishing international regulations to govern the ethical use of quantum computing. He also stresses the importance of fostering a culture of responsibility among scientists and engineers working in this field.
So it's not just about technological advancements, but also about ethical frameworks and global cooperation to ensure that these powerful tools are used for good. It makes me think about the potential impact on society as a whole.
Yeah, and that's precisely the point Schneppat drives home throughout his report. It's not enough to simply develop new technologies. We have to consider their impact on society, the economy, and our planet. He calls for a holistic approach that incorporates ethical considerations right from the start.
It's a call for responsible innovation. We need to be thoughtful about the future we're creating. Quantum computing is just one piece of the puzzle. Schneppat also explores the rise of robotics and its impact on various sectors. What's his take on this?
He sees robotics transforming industries from healthcare and manufacturing to agriculture and transportation. He highlights the potential for robots to enhance human capabilities, taking on dangerous or repetitive tasks, and freeing up humans for more creative and fulfilling work.
It sounds like robots could become valuable partners in all sorts of fields. What are some specific examples he gives?
Well, he describes robotic surgeons performing complex procedures with superhuman precision, minimizing invasiveness and improving patient outcomes. He envisions robots working alongside human workers in factories and warehouses, increasing productivity and safety. He even discusses robots assisting farmers in tending to crops, improving efficiency and sustainability in agriculture.
It's a future where humans and robots collaborate, each contributing their unique strengths. But I can't help but think about the potential for job displacement. As robots become more sophisticated, will they eventually replace human workers altogether?
Schneppat acknowledges this concern, but he argues that history has shown that technological advancements tend to create more jobs than they displace. He believes that robotics will lead to the emergence of entirely new industries and job roles that we can't even imagine yet.
So it's not about robots taking over, but rather about humans adapting and evolving alongside these technological advancements.
Exactly. Schneppat emphasizes the importance of education and training programs to prepare the workforce for the jobs of the future. He believes that lifelong learning and a willingness to embrace new skills will be crucial in an era of rapid technological change.
It's a call for adaptability and a mindset shift. We need to view technological advancements not as threats, but as opportunities for growth and progress.
I agree. And speaking of opportunities for progress, Schneppat doesn't limit his exploration to earthbound advancements. He also delves into the exciting realm of space exploration and its potential impact on our future.
Now, this is an area where my imagination really takes flight. What does Schneppat envision for the future of space exploration?
He predicts that the coming decade will witness a surge in space exploration activities, driven by both government agencies and private companies. He envisions the establishment of permanent lunar bases, the first human missions to Mars, and even the beginnings of space tourism.
Space tourism? That sounds like something straight out of science fiction. Does Schneppat believe that, ordinary people we'll have the opportunity to travel to space in the near future?
He suggests that while space tourism is still in its infancy, the decreasing cost of space travel and the emergence of private space companies are making it more accessible. He envisions a future where space travel is no longer limited to astronauts, but opens up to adventurers, researchers, and even everyday citizens who dream of experiencing the wonders of space firsthand.
That's a pretty tantalizing prospect.
Yeah.
But beyond tourism, what are the potential benefits of increased space exploration?
He highlights the potential for scientific discoveries, resource extraction, and even the long-term goal of establishing human settlements on other planets. He sees space exploration as a driver of innovation, pushing the boundaries of science and technology, and inspiring future generations to pursue careers in STEM fields.
So it's about expanding our horizons, both literally and figuratively, pushing the boundaries of what's possible and unlocking new knowledge and opportunities. But space exploration also comes with its own set of challenges and risks. Does Schneppet address those?
He does. He acknowledges the technical challenges of long-duration spaceflight, the potential hazards of the space environment, and the ethical considerations of human presence in space. He stresses the importance of international cooperation and responsible stewardship of space as we venture further into the cosmos.
It's a reminder that even as we reach for the stars, we must do so responsibly and sustainably, ensuring that our exploration benefits all of humanity and doesn't harm the delicate balance of our solar system.
Right, it's a delicate balancing act.
It is, and it requires us to consider the long-term implications of our actions. But it's also an incredibly exciting time to be alive, witnessing the dawn of a new era of space exploration. It feels like we're on the cusp of a new renaissance, a time of incredible discovery and innovation. Schneppet's report has taken us on a whirlwind tour of the future, from the depths of the quantum realm to the vast expanse of space. But we're not done yet. There's still a couple of sectors we haven't explored. Where do we go from here?
Well, let's delve into the interconnected worlds of cybersecurity and nanotechnology. As our reliance on technology grows, so too does the importance of safeguarding our digital infrastructure and harnessing the power of the incredibly small. Join us as we continue our deep dive into the future in Part 3.
Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're wrapping up our exploration of Jörg-Owe Schneppet's report on the future of science and technology. It's been quite a journey, from the potential of AI and biotechnology to quantum computing, robotics, and space exploration. Wow. But for this last part, let's shift gears to cybersecurity and nanotechnology.
Sounds good. Schneppet predicts that they will play a crucial role in shaping our future.
Now, those fields might seem pretty different on the surface, but I'm sure Schneppet found a way to connect them. Let's start with cybersecurity. It feels like every day there's news of another data breach or cyber attack. Why does Schneppet believe this sector is going to be even more important in the next few years?
Well, he argues that as our world becomes more and more reliant on these interconnected digital systems, the need for strong cybersecurity is only going to increase. Think about the Internet of Things, all those everyday devices that are connected to the Internet. Cars, refrigerators, you name it. Each of those connected devices is a potential entry point for hackers.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
It's like we're just making it easier for them, expanding the attack surface exponentially. So it's not just about protecting computers and smartphones anymore. It's about securing a whole network of devices. So what does Schneppet suggest we do to meet this growing challenge?
He emphasizes a multi-layered approach to cybersecurity, incorporating advanced encryption techniques, sophisticated threat detection systems, constant monitoring and adaptation to evolving threats. He also stresses the importance of international collaboration and information sharing to fight cybercrime.
It sounds like an endless race between cybersecurity experts trying to stay ahead and the hackers trying to catch up. But it's not just about playing defense. Schneppet also sees opportunities for innovation in cybersecurity, right?
Yeah, he does. He talks about AI-powered systems that can learn and adapt to new threats in real time. He also highlights blockchain technology, for enhancing data security and creating tamper-proof digital records.
So it's like, technology can be used for both good and bad. It's this constant back and forth between innovation and risk. Okay, so now let's dive into nanotechnology. I'll admit, nanotech is a field that I find both fascinating and a little mysterious. Can you tell me what Schneppet has to say about it?
Sure. Nanotechnology is basically manipulating matter at the atomic and molecular level. Schneppet sees it as a game changer, with the potential to revolutionize so many industries, from medicine and manufacturing to energy and environmental science.
Okay, so we're talking about engineering on the tiniest imaginable scale. What are some specific examples of how Schneppat sees nanotechnology impacting our lives?
Well, in medicine, he describes nanobots, tiny robots that can be programmed to target specific cells or deliver drugs with incredible precision. Imagine nanobots delivering chemotherapy directly to cancer cells, minimizing those awful side effects and improving outcomes. He also discusses the potential for nanomaterials to create artificial tissues and organs.
Like something out of science fiction. Nanobots inside our bodies, repairing damage at a cellular level. What about applications outside of medicine?
Schneppat highlights the potential of nanotechnology to create materials that are incredibly strong and lightweight. Think aerospace or construction. He also talks about using nanomaterials to improve energy efficiency, leading to better batteries, solar panels, new ways to capture and store energy.
It sounds like nanotechnology could totally change how we design and build things. It's both exciting and a little scary to think about. But just like any powerful technology, there must be some risks to consider.
Right. Schneppat acknowledges the potential risks, especially the potential for those unintended consequences when you're working with matter on such a tiny scale. He stresses the need for thorough safety testing and ethical guidelines to govern nanomaterials.
It reminds us that we need to be careful, to consider those long-term impacts. It's about striking a balance, harnessing the transformative power of technology, but making sure it's used responsibly and ethically.
Exactly. And that brings us back to one of Schneppat's main points, the importance of considering both the good and the bad of technological advancements, and really thinking about how we want to shape the future.
It's about being aware of the power of technology and how it's changing our lives, and making sure we're actively involved in shaping the future, not just sitting back and watching it happen.
I agree. I think Schneppat's report does a great job of laying out the possibilities and challenges ahead.
Well, this deep dive has given us a lot to think about, from AI and biotech to quantum computing and nanotechnology. It's clear that the future holds both incredible promise and some serious challenges.
And as we've seen, it's a future that we're all creating together.
Absolutely. That's it for this deep dive into the future of science and tech. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep imagining what's possible.